Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm just gonna be sharing with you 10 helpful tips to help you stick to your budget and stay on track. Let's do it. Now on Instagram, I have been reaching out to a lot of people and specifically helping them with their budget. I recently launched Budget Fix Academy, and it's an online group coaching course with me, and I'm helping some students create a budget, pay off debt, and stick to their budget. So if you're interested, I'll leave it down below. You can check it out. But basically, the past 2 months, I have been working on this course and helping people, and I have done a lot of talking to people on Instagram especially about their budget and what is the hardest part about budgeting. And basically what I have uncovered from everybody is that sticking to a budget is the hardest part, like being consistent and sticking to it over time. And I am there with you. I totally agree. So that's why I wanted to come on here and share these tips. If you are somebody that struggles sticking to your budget, doesn't do it consistently, maybe you're wishy-washy with it, I hope that this video helps you and that you learn something. You can use all of these tips, there are 10 of them, or you can just pick and choose the ones that you think will be most helpful. So number one, the very first tip is going to be hoping you've already set a budget. Okay, before you get to this video, you need to actually set a budget. So if you want me to share with you a budgeting video, an easy one, comment down below and let me know and I can do that. But the first tip is going to be actually looking at your bank account every day. I know, it's super hard. It's actually a struggle. Some people don't even know how to log into their bank account, but you need to be looking at your account every day and knowing how much money you have. If you don't know how much money you have, you're gonna be making mistakes. Like the saying, out of sight, out of mind? Well, that's how it is with budgeting. If you're not checking your budget account, then you don't know how much money you have. You don't know how much should be in each part of your budget. And then chances are you're just gonna be spending, like with your eyes closed because you don't know how much money you have. So number one, look at your bank account every day. The second tip is going to be to actually track your spending. So you could do this a couple of ways. You could use an app. There are lots of apps that will help you track your spending. You can do it manually in the app, or you can actually link your bank account in the apps and it will manage your money and put it in categories for you. I have used Mint and it was great, but I personally love the Every Dollar app by Dave Ramsey. It's really easy and me and my husband can stay on track that way. Before I started that app though, I was very old school and I liked the paper, and I would track my spending every week and I would add it up, and that's great, but it was hard because my husband and I wouldn't be on the same page because he wouldn't know what I was writing down, and just having the app makes it easier. You could also make your own type of spreadsheet if you don't want to do it on paper, but the point is to just be tracking your spending. I think that it is more beneficial to track your spending by weeks instead of by months, so that you can break your money up into chunks, because if you give me $500 for the month, chances are I'm gonna spend all of the $500 in the first week. So if I give myself $125 a week to spend, then that is way, way better, and you're gonna have more chances for success. All right, so I wanted to just show you a really easy and quick way to track your spending, and all you need is a piece of paper, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna fold it in half, like a hamburger, and then you're gonna fold it again. Okay, and so this creates an accordion style sheet of paper. I know, such a big deal, right? Okay, and then all you're gonna do is right at the top, your weeks. So week 1, 2, 3, 4. You can draw a line down the middle if you want. And I fold it back up, and I only look at the week that I'm on. So let's say we just got paid. This is week 1. You could even put the dates. I'll just say May 1 through May 7. And this is where I'm gonna track my spending for the week. So if I go to Target and I spend, you know, $52.33, I'm just gonna round it up and say $53, okay? And then I go to Walmart and buy groceries for $154, and then, you know, we go to a game and we have to take out $20 in cash, and then we eat pizza one night. You know, I'm just gonna be recording like everything for that week. And then let's say one more thing, we'll just say like we pay a babysitter 40 bucks. That's it. I'm just gonna be adding, tell me, like I'll have what it is, and then I'm gonna add them like this. Then I'm gonna add them up, and I need a calculator because, yeah. All right, so I spent $304 this week. And if you wanted to, even at the top, you could like write out your budget. So let's say my actual budget was $300. I went $400 over. Okay, I'm done with week 1. You can evaluate. Now you turn over, track for week 2. Keep going, track for week 3, track for week 4, and then you're done, and you can look back over the month and see what you spent money on. Now I'm just talking about variable spending. I'm not talking about bills, because bills will be coming out of my bank account. But for your variable spending, this is like the easiest thing you could ever do. And what's really nice is that you can fold this up and you can stick it in like your bill fold, or like your checkbook. You could even like fold it in half, and whenever you like take it out of your wallet, write it down in the car what you spent. And that's it. So it doesn't have to be as complicated as you think. You don't even have to carry around a spiral. Like, you could just be tracking your budget like this. So you could also do this on an index card. You could do it on like an envelope, like whatever you have, just start tracking it like this. The next tip is going to be actually reviewing your budget from week to week. So if you give yourself your spending for the week, at the end of the week, actually look back. Don't just like forget about it. Look back and see how you did. See if you need to adjust your budget for the weeks to come, and just see if you're doing okay. Look at what you need to improve. Look at what you did good on, you know. Keep yourself like in the mindset of checking on yourself, holding yourself accountable, because people make mistakes. You know, you're gonna make mistakes, and you need to just be aware of your spending habits for the future. Another tip to stick to your budget is to hold yourself accountable. So you could reach out to your spouse, maybe a friend, you know, somebody else that's on their budgeting journey, and actually like check in on them, or have them check in on you to see how you're spending. This can be especially hard if you are single and you don't have anyone else like looking at your money. But if you are married and have a spouse and you share a bank account, definitely hold yourself accountable and be nice, and, you know, kindly call each other out on spending, maybe if there wasn't supposed to be that much spending going on, and just like check and see, ask questions and see how it's going. Ask them how, what they're struggling with and what they're doing well at, and hold yourself accountable in some way, shape, or form. That's one really great thing that I love about Budget Fix Academy. We have a online like Facebook group, a private group, and woo, hey Sybil. Hey. We have a private Facebook group, and we hold each other accountable there, and we try to help each other out, support each other in any way, shape, or form, because it's hard when you're budgeting and paying off debt. Like, you need some support. So the next tip is probably gonna be only for some people, but I'm just gonna say it: use cash for your spending. I have done this before. We did it strictly for about a year or so, and that was the year that we paid off the most debt, because we used cash. We only used cash for like variable spending, so not our bills. Some people do that, but we didn't do that. We did cash spending for like personal money, groceries, gas, fun money, eating out, anything like that that was variable and like could change from month to month. we used cash, and it was a really great way for us to visually see how much money we had, and we made way smarter choices because we had cash. And whenever you use cash, you are more aware of your spending, and actually seeing money like disappear in front of you does a lot to your mind versus like swiping, and it's really beneficial and effective. So if you can do any cash spending, do it. Just try it for a week, you know, take out your money for the week and see how you do. It's a really great way to stay on track and stick to your budget. If you don't like cash, there is another app called Capital, and I will try to link it in the description box, but it's kind of like the same thing. So it's almost like a debit card if you don't want to use cash. So when you get paid, you like, let's say you have $200 a month for like eating out. Well, you are really bad about going out to eat too much and going over that budget. So instead of getting $200 in cash, you're gonna send $200 to the Capital app, and it gives you like a card you can swipe, and that is where like your cash is for the month, so to speak. So it's really cool. I have personally never tried it, but I really want to. I've heard it's really effective. So if you don't want to do cash, you could do something like that. The next tip of mine is to look at your goals often. So hopefully you have some sort of money goal, some sort of goal that you want to accomplish or reach. It could be big or small, but one of ours was to be debt free. And so for about 5 years, that was our financial goal. We wanted to be debt free so that we could buy a bigger home, you know, go on vacations. Maybe your goal is to go on like a anniversary trip and be able to pay for it in cash, okay? So if that's your goal, print out a picture of the resort you want to stay at, or print out a picture of your dream home and put it on your fridge and remind yourself of that goal. And so when you're tempted to spend money when you shouldn't, or to fall off the wagon, so to speak, go look at the goal, and it will re-motivate you and remind you of why you chose to budget and pay off your debt in the first place. So if you haven't, try to set some goals for yourself, something that you want to accomplish financially, and then whenever you have it, put pictures of that goal, reminders of it somewhere, fridge, bathroom mirror, in your car, so that you can every day be like chipping away at it to reach your goals. It's effective and it works. The next tip is to plan for your shopping. So try not to do anything spontaneous. Always plan for it ahead of time in the budget. Now, whenever I shop for groceries, I specifically only shop for groceries once a week. And that is the only time I go get groceries. So if during the week I run out of something and I need to get it, I wait to get it until the next time I go to the store. Now, sometimes that can be hard, but you know, sometimes you can just improvise and make do. So if you run out of ketchup, well, don't just go run to the store and get ketchup, because chances are you're probably gonna grab more than just ketchup and you're gonna spend more money that way. So just try to figure something else out. You know, don't use the ketchup, do something else, I don't know, and make do. And so just have like a running list on your fridge or in your phone of things that you need to buy the next time you have a planned shopping trip. Because if you're just going to the store randomly every couple of days, spending $25 here, $50 there, it really does add up over time, and that is a big way to overspend in the grocery category. Now, the same thing is with like any other type of spending. So if you need some things to buy, make a list in your phone. So if you need a blue jean jacket and you need a new pair of shoes, make a list in your phone and like budget it into your personal spending, and don't buy them unless you have enough money to purchase them. And I know that that can be hard, especially if you're used to swiping, putting things on credit cards, but you just need to be like fully preparing to purchase things whenever you have like the permission to. So just what I'm trying to say is, don't just like allow yourself to buy anything anytime. Have like planned things that you're shopping for at a certain amount of time, and it's gonna help you. Don't just like allow yourself to go to Target once a week and just buy whatever. Have a running list in your phone and try to only buy things that you need and that you plan for. I know it's easier said than done, but you can do it. In my phone, I have like a running list of things that like I need to buy, and I'll just like add to it and like try to buy like one of those things once a month. If we can buy more than that, then we buy more than that. And then whenever I do buy it, the next tip is to like have a coupon or buy it on sale, or like if you know that you're gonna need like a winter jacket for next year, like maybe buy jackets like after winter is over, or buy them when there's like a holiday sale coming up. Use the website Retail Me Not and look up a code, look up a coupon, ask your friends. Try to buy it as cheaply as possible, because to be like completely honest, almost everything goes on sale like eventually. And so if you can plan it out and time it out right, you could potentially save yourself quite a bit of money. What? Where's your snacks? Go get it. And the last tip I'm gonna mention is to reward yourself, because in all honesty, like we're like animals too, right? So to speak. And dogs, I mean, take me seriously here. Dogs will sit and do tricks for their owner when there is a reward for their behavior. That's how animals are, and that's how we are too. You know, you are not going to stick to your budget when you're not rewarding yourself. And it can kind of be like crash dieting. When you are crash dieting and you are completely restricting yourself from any sugar, you are not going to follow through. You are eventually gonna crash and burn. And that's the same thing with budgeting. If you completely take any of the fun of your life away, you're gonna eventually crash and burn. And so it's good to reward yourself for your good behavior when it comes to spending money. So if you have your weekly spending planned out and you stick to your weekly spending for that week and you don't go over, on Saturday, go get yourself a Starbucks or a cup of coffee, whatever your little reward is that you would like, and get it. And that's a reward for yourself that you can like start relying on and helping you get through the thick of budgeting. Because at first you usually start out on fire and you do really good, and then around the month 2 you tank and you need motivation. And if you need motivation, you need to make sure that you are rewarding yourself. So if you stick to your budget for 1 week, go get a coffee. On the next week, go get a coffee. You know, if you stick to your budget for the whole month, go out to eat. You know, make sure they are reasonable though, and they actually like are planned in your budget. Don't just like do it with no money, but actually plan for them and use them in your budget. So, thank you. And then whenever you hit a really big goal, reward yourself too. So if you've paid off a loan, you know, when that one happens, maybe do like a staycation, you know, somewhere affordable with your husband or something like that. You know, make sure that they're reasonable, they make sense, you both agree to it, and then do them, because that's gonna help you. Right, Sybil? Sybil Wibble! Sybil Wibble! One thing that I also like to do is I like to print out visual debt trackers or visual like spending trackers, and I like to color them in, put them on my fridge and fill them up. And it's a way for me to like visually see how I'm doing and how much progress I'm making. Come here. So I will actually link one down below if you want to grab it. You can just like sign up with your email and then it will send it to you for free. And yeah, I hope that you like it and that you use it. I make them all the time for myself. Anyways, that's about it. I hope that y'all liked this video. These are 10 tips that like I do, that I help my students, I coach them with, and they really are effective in helping you stick to your budget. And I hope that they help you too. Whatever your financial goal is, I want to help you. If you are interested in Budget Fix Academy, make sure to reach out to me via email or for the Budget Fix Academy waitlist, whatever it be, and let me know how I can help you financially. That's what I love to do, and I think that that's where my passion is. You know, I love helping y'all here on YouTube with food and stuff, but I also just like helping people reach their financial goals. So I will see y'all again this weekend. I'm gonna give you another cooking video. This is gonna be summer sheet pan meals on a budget that you can just like throw together on a sheet and dress it up and like cook it all in one. They're like my favorite type of meals for the summertime because they're no fuss and they don't make your kitchen hot and all that stuff. So be on the lookout for that. Y'all have a great weekend. I think it's Mother's Day this coming weekend, so make sure to tell your mom you love them and you thank them. And I will see y'all again next time. Bye, everybody. You want to say bye, Simple Wibble? Say bye. Bye. Someone's gonna be one soon, huh? Yeah, 2 weeks.